Hello guys, welcome to Forex with Ntombi. I am your host Ntombi Malatsi. If this is your first time, you're welcome. I hope you'll enjoy it here. Please feel free to check out my previous episodes, especially the first episode on introduction. This is to help you understand why I started this podcast and also what is it all about and what to expect from it. Hey there, residents of Forex with Ntombi. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I am so glad that I'm able to do this episode today. Let me tell you something. I've been trying to do an episode, but every time I try to do an episode, then I just sneeze. Guys. It's been hectic. It's been very hectic. Every time I try to do an episode, I sit and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to manage today. Then I start talking, then I start sneezing. So yeah, it's been going on and on and on for about 2 weeks now, and it just doesn't stop. So today, at least I am feeling so much better. It's not like I'm feeling sick or anything, but I just sneeze. So today I'm hoping that I am not going to sneeze. If I happen to sneeze, guys, I'm not going to stop this episode. I'm going to sneeze and talk, sneeze and talk, sneeze and talk. I hope you understand. Thanks again for tuning in. So I'm just going to try and keep it short for real this time, because I know I always say I'm going to try and keep it short, but I never keep it short. So let me just try my best before I start sneezing. I'm not anticipating sneezing, but it's been happening quite a lot. So if you here for the first time, you can follow my page on Facebook, Forex with Ntombi. I am Ntombi Malatsi on social media. On Facebook, I'm Ntombi Malatsi. On LinkedIn, I'm Ntombi Malatsi. On Twitter. You can also find LearnFX Trading on Instagram. Maybe I should just change it to Ntombi Malatsi. I don't know, but yeah, you can find LearnFX Trading on Instagram. I'm not really active that side. I'm trying, but yeah, I'm gonna get there. So thank you for sharing my episodes. Thank you for inviting your friends to listen to my episodes. Thank you for downloading, and thank you so much for giving me feedback. I really do appreciate your feedback, because it also encourages me, to share more. So today I want us to talk about trading as an extra income. I did an episode a couple of months ago about trading trading for a living, something like that. Yes, I did an episode about trading for a living, something like that. You can check it out. Just search for trading for a living. And today it is all about trading as an extra income. I'm doing this episode because I have helped so many people, especially people that I have trained, people that I've been mentoring. I know I have helped quite a lot of people to actually, come up with ways to make extra income with their trading. So for the sake of this episode, I am just going to assume that you also have another income. Trading is not just your only income, but you are trading as an extra income. So I'm assuming you have another income, whether from your job or another income from your business. But I would like to just address just use an example, with an income from a job, because a lot of people think you cannot trade when you have a job. This is something that I've been trying to preach, all these years, that you can actually do it, because you are not supposed to be staying glued to your laptop. This is not right. You are not supposed to be staying glued to your laptop. You are not supposed to be having sleepless nights. So most people think it cannot be done. You cannot, be having your 9 to 5 and also trading at the same time, because they don't think it's possible. Because apparently, as a trader, you are not supposed to sleep. As a trader, you are not supposed to breathe. As a trader, you are not supposed to eat. As a trader, you are not supposed to take a holiday, because who's going to look after your trades? As a trader, you are constantly checking your charts. This is something that you guys need to unlearn. I've unlearned this like a long time ago, over a decade now. I've been, trading the way that I do, which then allows me, to lead a normal life, go to sleep when it's time to sleep, and also do all these other things, like a normal human being, and also just have time to also trade. So today I want us to talk about that. So I'm assuming you are having your 9 to 5 job, or let me just not exclude others. Let me just say you have another income. But I know that this is mostly directed to those people who are having a job. Whether you are self-employed or you are having a job, you are also trading as your extra income. I'm just going to give you a few tips. These are things that have worked for me, things that are working for people that I've been training and mentoring. So you need first to decide why you trade. So obviously I've laid that out that you are trading because you want an extra income. I don't encourage people to trade for fun. I saw a post another day, somebody saying, trading is just my hobby. Guys, that is such an expensive hobby. We cannot trade as a hobby. That will be like really expensive, because like if you are trading as a hobby, which means you are not taking it serious. It's just something that you just do for fun. You cannot just invest for fun, because trading is actually investing. The only difference is that we are actively involved in this investment, but you cannot just do it as a hobby. But of course, a lot of people do not actually think of trading as a real thing. That is another thing that people need to unlearn. But then it is so difficult to unlearn when over 95% of people are saying the same thing online. Over 95% of people are saying it is a game. It is just, get rich quick scheme. It is something that you don't actually need to put in some effort. You can just, you know how it is. So if you've been listening to this podcast, probably your mindset has shifted from that, and you are now looking at your trading as your investment, and also you are looking at it as a business. I also did an episode on that. You can check it out. So now you have to decide why you are trading. I've already given you an answer to that. You are trading because I am trading because I want an extra income. I'm trading because I want to do better than the bank. I'm trading because I believe that I can grow my money better than when it's just sitting there in a savings account in a bank. That is why I trade. Once you have understood that and you are clear about your intentions on why you are trading, you also need to understand that creating an extra income does not mean you suffocate your current. So assuming that you have a job, assuming that you are getting an income from your business, right? When you decide to create another income, you are not doing it to cancel the current income, right? That is why we are calling it an extra income, because we want to add to what we already have. So let's say currently your only income is your salary. Your only income is the money that you make from your business. Now you want to make an extra income. Now you are trading. Fine. You have this extra income now. You now need to understand that whatever you are doing in your trading, it should not interfere with what you are currently doing in your business, especially in your job. Because in your business, you are likely to be in control of your working hours and stuff, but not all the time, because as somebody who is self-employed, you are not just doing things, like you have clients that you need to consider. So sometimes you might not even able to, decide on whether you will have time to trade or not. But it's better than being in a job. Being in a job, your time is fixed. So either way, whether you are working or you have a business, you need to understand that your business must have its own time. Your trading must have its own time. If you are employed, your job must have its own time. And we know that when we are employed, we are there from 9 to 5. I'm just going to assume it's 9 to 5 or 9 to 4. You are there from 9 to 4, meaning from 9 to 4, that time has already been, allocated to your employer. You have allocated this time to your employer because you are, getting paid for being there from 9 to 4. So if you decide to now add an extra income in a form of trading, you also need now to know and understand that you are not going to be able to trade from Monday to Friday, because guess what? From Monday to Friday, you are getting paid for doing this job. From Monday to Friday, you are already booked by your employer to do the job and get paid. So now, if you want to add an extra income, you also need to understand that part that, you are not going to let your job suffer because you now trade. Because, as an employee, you need to give out your best. If you can't give out your best in a job, then just leave. Because, having a job is a blessing. A lot of people do not have jobs and they are looking for jobs out there. So when you have a job, you shouldn't be looking at your job as something that is, enslaving you. I saw this post the other day. People are talking about, how being in a job, enslaves you and you shouldn't be looking at it like that. You should be looking at your job as your blessing. You are blessed to have a job because you have a stable income. Let's just even not talk about how much is the income. You do have an income. Now you are adding that extra income. You need to continue respecting your job and understanding that it's okay if you only trade twice a week. You do not have all the time to just trade every day because you also have this commitment, which is a job, right? So that is point number one. You are not trying to cancel or you are not trying to suffocate the current, income. If it is not a job, it is your business. Maybe you are selling stuff. You are now not going to just let things be in your business and you are not taking care of this business because you are now just focusing on trading. You are doing this as an extra income. So however, where you are earning your income in your business, you still need to allocate time, to continue with your business. That is how you grow. As your business continues to grow, you can also now take money from your business and actually invest in your trading account so that you can create a better trading environment for yourself where you do not worry much about pips because you have enough money and you also have more options to trade, because obviously when we have more money, we also have more options. Reality is, if you have money, you have options. It gives you options. You can eat whatever you like, but if you don't have money, you only eat what is there, right? You can wear whatever you want, but if you don't have money, you only just wear whatever is there just to cover your body. When you have more money in your trading account, you can actually trade currencies and stocks. You are not limited because your money allows you, it gives you options. So point number one, you need to understand that the aim is not to suffocate the current income, but the aim is you are not even trying to substitute it. You are trying to add, because we are all just trying to get to that 7 streams of income so that we can be financially free, right? So now have a goal. Number 2, you need to have a goal. I also did a podcast episode on setting goals. I did it last day. You can check an episode here about goal setting or something. You also need to have your goals, short-term and long-term goals. So what is your plan? Why are you trading? You already know why you are trading, right? And then what is your plan? I've advised people, I always say that, whatever you are getting from this podcast, it shouldn't be taken as financial advice, but it's just personal opinions and also, opinions of those people or experiences of those people that I've trained or people that I've been working with. So, your short-term goals could be, I want to, grow my business. So I'm trying to create an extra income so that I can focus on growing my business while this income takes care of ABC. That is your short term. Maybe you just want to have this trading account growing and growing. Maybe you are trading for like a long term, goal thingy where you just want to check at the end of the year how you did the whole of 2022. Whatever you decide, you need to have both short-term and long-term goals. Okay, now that you understand that we are trading to create second income or extra income, but we also want this income to be recognizable, because you can't necessarily tell the bank that you have an extra income, but they can't see it. I am also one person who do not believe that a lot of people out there will advise that you never take a debt, because I also believe that sometimes you will need to take a debt because you actually need to grow your business, right? So let's say you are at the stage where you are trying to really grow this big business, but then you are also trying not to get into too much debt, but you need some money from the bank. This is reality. We are not talking about Facebook posts here where people, behave as if like nobody ever takes a debt to run a business. So I am very real, and I understand that you will need sometimes to take a debt in order for you to grow a business. I've done that before. I know that it is not a taboo. It is something that people do. You can use that, to create another income. If you use debt wisely, debt will then actually benefit you. So now let's look at it that way. You have your salary, right? Let's say you are getting paid on the 15th, or let's say the 25th, because my entire working life I've been paid on the 25th. I don't get paid now, guys, because I don't get paid. Guys, I'm just joking. I do get paid because when you have a business, you also need to have your salary and get paid. So I do get paid. So let's just say the 25th. If you are in South Africa, we can all just now agree that month end is on the 25th. The other days are just there, but the real gurus of getting paid, these are the people of the 25th. I'm just joking, guys, but you know what I mean. Let's just say the 25th. On the 25th, you get paid from your job, or on the 25th you pay yourself from your business, right? But just to make it easier, let's just say you get paid from your job on the 25th. Then you have your trading account as an extra income. So now do this. You get paid on the 25th. That is your main income, right? It appears in your bank statement. It's there. Everybody can see. If you want to apply for a loan, hopefully you are not taking a loan to take a holiday, right? And of course, you are not taking a loan so that you can invest in some Bitcoin scheme. Please, guys, don't do that. Or some Forex scheme. Don't do that. Let's say you are taking a loan so that you can do like important stuff. Now, you will submit your pay slip, right? Because they need to see proof of income. Sometimes the bank will then ask, what other income do you have? Maybe you'll be like, oh, I'm a freelancer, I do ABC, but they will need proof. How do you get paid? You can't say, I usually just get paid by cash. There's no proof there that this income actually exists. So now you are going to now say, okay, this is my income, my main income from my job, and I also have an extra income. Then you can now produce this income that comes from your trading account, because you don't want to be disappointed, because we also know that we do not know how much we are going to make each month, right? So we can't really say definitely every month I'll be making 10K. You can't say that. That is just shooting yourself in the foot. You can't say that, because in the markets we are never sure. But of course, you know, like more or less, this is how much you can usually make. So let's say, for instance, realistically speaking, you do actually make around 10% of your trading capital every month. Let's say your 10% is like, I don't want to talk about huge figures because it kind of like scares people, and I want to just keep it real, but also note that huge figures, they really are there, but I want to talk to the person who is actually employed and are starting out the business, and they're adding an extra income. So I'm not going to be unreal and say this person is making 100K from a trading account, because I know at this point it's definitely not happening, because this person is starting out. If it was happening, this person wouldn't be wanting this information, right? This information that I'm sharing here on how to create an extra income. So now let's say you are able to make 10K from your trading account every month. And I'm saying every month because that is like your minimum that you've been making for the past 6 months, for instance. Now you can safely say, I can actually make 10K. Then do not make it 10K. Tell yourself that my trading account can make around 5K per month. So this is the 5K that I am going to be paid every month from my trading account. You get paid from your, you see, here come the sneezing, guys. Sorry. You get paid. Sorry. You get paid on the 25th, right? So after the 25th, you just maybe get this other income on the 10th or on the 15th. This is now your trading income, the income that comes from your trading account. If you look at your trading account and you know that for the past 6 months you've been able to make 10K, then you must create a salary from your trading account of like 5K. Or maybe let's just say 4K, right? 4K. So every month on the month end, on the 25th, you get your salary from your job or your business. Then on the 15th, you get your salary or your payment or your salary from your extra, hustle, your trading. Then you are making this, make it for the next 6 months. You are creating a bank statement that is appealing to the bank, because the bank, they only just need proof of payment or of income. So now you have two income. The bank can now see that, oh, actually this person gets paid from the job and she also has a business. Then you are going to create this income. It must be in your bank on the same date. So obviously you should understand the withdrawal process from your broker. I know that I use a broker that they process my withdrawals almost instantly, because I have a debit card, that USD card from my broker. So when I withdraw money, let's say I withdraw money around 9 a.m., as long as it is before 10 a.m., I know that this money will be in my card, in my bank card, by the end of the day. So if you also need to understand how long does it take for the withdrawal to be processed to your bank account, right? If it usually takes 3 days, you must then make sure that you understand that if you withdraw from your broker at 10 a.m., will they process it the same day? Is it still going to be 3 days? But you must ensure that it gets to your bank by the 15th. So this is something that you will understand. So you don't just do it the first time, because you also need to understand, the withdrawal process and the time period that your broker takes to process your withdrawal. I know with my broker, if I use my local bank, it takes around 3 days. But if I use my USD card, it's almost instant. I withdraw in the morning, by the end of the day I have this money, because it's almost instant. So it will depend on the withdrawal process from your broker. Then you have your income. Simple. Now you can say, here's my payslip, and they always say submit your bank statement. So now you also need now to be smart, because you are going to be receiving this money from your employer. It must come on a separate date, and you must create, and because you'll be taking this money. Obviously, if you are using your local bank, this money will come from your broker, so it will always show the same reference, or same company. But if you are like me and you are using your USD card, this money comes to me as cash, because it gets to my USD card. Then I cannot use I also have the statement that comes from the USD bank. But if I want to create this kind of an income, I would want to have this money going straight to my FNB. I've actually done this before. I'm not just sharing something that I've done it, and I've also helped other people to do it, So now you are then going to take this money. If it comes as cash, like me, maybe you have a USD card, then you need to withdraw, then deposit to your FNB or whatever bank that you use. Then you must create same reference, so that it shows that, oh, this money comes from this company, it comes from this company. There must be some consistency. 6 months down the line, guess what? You have proof of income, your second income. Then you can now, bank can actually consider that as your real income, because it is your real income. It actually does come to you every month on the 15th. That's how you create an extra income. But you also just need to understand that you are not trying to suffocate the current. So the mistake that people make is they want to create an extra income. I will ask, why do you want to trade? No, I want to have an extra income. But then they totally forget why they even started trading. They get frustrated if they can't trade every day. Nobody should trade every day, by the way, because we have other commitments. You don't get frustrated if you can't trade every day, because you also need to take care of the other business. Most of you do follow me on social media. You also know that I love food, because I do talk about food a lot here. There was a time when I was actually publishing my cookbook. my trading account had to take a back seat because I was busy creating another income. But then I also had to choose which one must take a back seat. Obviously, I cannot now dump my mentees because I am busy trying to create an income. That's not fair. So my trading account had to take a back seat. I had to choose to focus more. I had sleepless nights trying to just set up a cookbook and put everything together and write recipes and stuff. But then my trading account took a back seat. But then I had to now focus on this. Once it was done, all the hard work was done. I then just sell it on Amazon. Then I forgot about it. Then now I went back to my trading account. I'm sharing this because when you are creating an extra income, you also want to create something that is not going to need your attention like forever, because there's only one you. You cannot divide yourself like 7 times. So if you have extra incomes and all of them demands your attention, one way or the other, a lot of them are going to suffer because you are not going to give your all on all of them. So you also need to be smart about it. Once my cookbook was done, I then just left it, and I did not even want to create a hard copy, because creating a hard copy will mean people have to call me. I now have to take orders. I now have to process orders, go, to post. These people want to receive from Pep. I must go there, now I must drive around. I didn't want to drive around. My aim was to create an extra income. I created an extra income, and now the extra income is just flowing. Then I went back to my trading account. There was a time when my trading account again, recently, it took a back seat because I needed to create my online school. I needed to focus on my online school. Now I had to choose. Do I focus on my online school and dump my mentees who have actually paid me? Or do I focus on my online school and let my trading account take a back seat? I know it's just a temporary thing. My trading account again took a back seat while I was focusing on creating my online school and actually adding courses there, recording stuff and everything. My trading account took a back seat. Now that the online school is set up, I'm just creating this and that. Now I'm back at my trading account again. That is how you create an extra income. You don't let the current to suffer. But if it means it must take a back seat for a couple of times, then you can do that. But then you also need to be smart about your extra incomes. You don't choose things that are going to require you to be there and and do stuff by yourself. You need to create things that are going to run on their own. Then you go back to the other one. You see, I am currently busy with my other cookbook. When I am there and working on that other cookbook, I know that my trading, I'm going to understand that at some point I will have to just understand that, okay, I'm trading less because I need to focus more on this. Once it's done, then it flows. So if you are working, you are having a job, also having a trading strategy that actually allows you to do this, it's very important. That's another thing. People choose trading strategies or trading methods that are not aligned with their lifestyle and their personalities, especially their lifestyle. If you have a job, you have no business choosing a trading method that requires you to stay glued to your laptop the whole day. But you can choose a trading method that actually requires you to have, a privilege to actually book or not book, to actually plan, for your trading sessions. Then in that way, you know that, okay, if I am too busy at work on Wednesdays, I'm not going to set, a trading session for Wednesdays, but I know that I am usually not too busy on Fridays. So I'm going to trade on Fridays, on Mondays. You select the days where you know that you can actually sit and trade. And then you select a time when you want to trade. But of course, this is only applicable to somebody who has a trading method that this is my personal trading method. It allows me to do that. Oh, look at me, 28 minutes, guys. I need to just wrap up this and just try to implement whatever I taught you today, and also understand that when you create an extra income, you don't have to be too hard on yourself. You need to take it easy. You can start small if you have to, but then just understand that creating an extra income doesn't have to be a lot. Your extra income could be 200 rand. It works, believe me. It could be 200 rand, your extra income. But if you are doing that, it also encourages you to look at your trading account and be like, oh my God, I'm actually having a real investment here. Because guess what? Trading is real and it is legal. So if you can try to do that, and you just make sure that you do not, overdo it. You just, even if it's 500 rand, that will make a huge difference. But if you want it to be recognizable so that you can use, even if you don't need to use it now, you don't know what will happen in future. Have you heard the saying that, oh guys, you need to register a business even if you don't know what kind of a business? I remember I registered 2 businesses when I did not even have an idea of what kind of business I wanted to start. That was a long time ago. Do you know the reason why I registered those businesses? Because people would say, you don't know, maybe you'll get a tender. Then I was like, oh, tender. Okay, then I registered the business. Even now, you may not be thinking about, there's nothing that will actually, make me want to go to the bank. You don't know. Maybe you will get something that will require you to actually ask for help. Then you will have this in place, so you can start doing it now. Plus, it is always nicer to do stuff when you are not desperate. Guys, let me just wrap up. Thank you so much for listening, and I am looking forward to doing more episodes here now that I don't do training sessions anymore. So I kind of have some more time to do other stuff. It's just that I've been sneezing, otherwise I would have done more episodes here already. So thank you so much again. Please do enjoy your Sunday.